Just a few weeks before UFC 322 at Madison Square Garden, the debate about Islam Makhachev's toughest fight is getting stronger. Michael Bisping doesn't agree with most experts who think Islam's grappling will dominate Jack Della. Instead, he favors the Australian, pointing to Jack's sharp striking, bigger size, and the strong wrestling defense he showed in his title win over Belal Muhammad. Bisping isn't the only one. Israel Adesanya has also shown confidence, saying he expects Jack to do well in scrambles and maybe break Islam's control during key moments. Even Team Khabib, though confident in their champion, admitted that JDM is the most dangerous style matchup they have faced so far. Still, most of the MMA world believes Islam will take the welterweight belt. For example, Islam's former opponent Charles Oliveira thinks it will be an easy fight for Islam once it goes to the ground. Both fighters are on impressive winning streaks. Jack Della has 18 wins in a row since losing his first 2 pro fights, while Islam has been dominating the lightweight division for the last 3 years. Now, let's look at Bisping's full breakdown.
Jack Della Maddalena is bigger. He showed that he can stop takedowns. On the feet, there's absolutely no question. Islam has improved with his striking, that's for sure. You can't deny that. Did pretty good on the feet against Dustin Poirier at times. However, that was probably because of the threat of the takedown. But Jack Della Maddalena is on another level. He's probably got the best, cleanest boxing in the UFC. And the footwork that he gets from the boxing is so useful to avoid the takedowns and to stay off the fence. That was crucial against Belal Muhammad, and even when he was pushed up against the fence, he was able to stop the takedowns. Remember, Leon Edwards was able to stop all the takedowns from Kamaru Usman. He couldn't stop the takedowns from Belal Muhammad, and Jack Della Maddalena had no issue whatsoever. It wouldn't surprise me if we see an upset here, and Jack Della Maddalena is still the champion at the end of the day.
Just weeks before the UFC makes its next move at featherweight, things are getting intense. Lerone Murphy jumped on John Onyx's live stream and called out Alex Volkanovski, saying he should be the next title challenger. He highlighted his spinning elbow knockout of Aaron Pico, calling it the most exciting finish among all contenders. The knockout was impressive, but debate started right away. Critics say Pico hasn't achieved much in the UFC, and one flashy KO isn't enough for a title shot. Aljamain Sterling, for example, has solid wins in the division, including beating Brian Ortega, and argues his record is stronger than Murphy's. That's not all. Gene Silva is set to fight Diego Lopez at UFC Noche, Yair Rodriguez is coming off a big win, and Movsar Evloev, seen as the most deserving of all, is healing from an injury and will be ready to train soon. The featherweight division is stacked with contenders, and the race to see who faces Volkanovski next is heating up fast.
And what about the spinning elbow, man? Was that something you saw Carlos practice throw and you're like, I'm going to do the same thing? Or I assume you probably just saw it coming and you're like, I'm going to try this in the moment.
No, I actually picked up on that from watching tape of him, just the way he entered and stuff. So I had a few techniques that I was going to use for when he closed the distance fast, and that was one of them. But obviously seeing Carlos Pratas do it, it was like I had a weird feeling that I was going to do it too, and it was like,
wow. Alexander Volkanovski, what is it going to take to potentially beat this man in 3-4 months?
It's going to take the 4th and 5th gear of Lerone Murphy. It's going to have to take the best version of me. I think I'd approach it differently. I have a different style than Makhachev's and Topuria's. I have a different style, but I think my style will be very effective against him as well. I watched the Diego Lopez fight. I've seen a few things in that fight that I think I could expose.
The Kid. A clip went viral on Twitter showing Conor McGregor sparring hard, but it turned out the other fighter was actually a 15-year-old from Georgia. Somehow, this young MMA fighter managed to get himself into a sparring session with McGregor. Later, he spoke with a Georgian news outlet and shared how intense it really was. He said McGregor went much harder on him compared to the other sparring partners that day. It wasn't light sparring, it was full intensity. Still, the teenager said he was happy about the chance, because not many kids can say they sparred with Conor McGregor. Things got heated when the young fighter admitted he injured McGregor's eye during the session. He claimed that's what triggered McGregor's anger and made him go even harder. Fans in Georgia started questioning whether it was okay for McGregor to spar that aggressively with someone so young, and whether he could control his emotions. According to the teen's interview, McGregor later deleted the Twitter video after fans mocked him, saying he could only fight kids. The clip only showed McGregor landing punches, pressing him against the fence, and hitting a straight left. But it didn't include the moments where the teenager landed heavy shots of his own. After the spar, McGregor told him easy, easy, as if he was going light. But the teen insisted that wasn't true, saying he felt McGregor's anger and power in every punch. He believed McGregor only fought that way with him because he hit hard early on, which made McGregor upset. He even pointed out that McGregor's later photo showed an injured eye, proof of the punches he landed. Despite all that, he called it a valuable experience. In another interview with Spanish outlet El Chiringuito, UFC lightweight champion Ilia Topuria revealed his own strange encounter with McGregor. He said the man he met was nothing like the fighter he once admired. While acknowledging McGregor's family life, Topuria felt a darker energy around him, hinting at struggles with alcohol and drugs rather than the driven fighter he used to be. The meeting happened at a UFC event, and Topuria said he couldn't shake the heavy vibe. He even described McGregor's aura as if it came from hell. Though McGregor had once been his idol, meeting him in person left him disillusioned. Topuria said the admiration he had as a kid was gone, replaced by the feeling that McGregor has changed completely. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for daily MMA news.